the pace set by the Spurs. Again, if they dictate the pace and control it, it's going to be very difficult for Portland to score. Who's going to come along with Denny for the ride offensively?
Avdia had 11 of their 21. Shaden Sharp with the basket right there. There's a balance beyond Avdia and Sharp's team. Wemby on the high handoff.
Yeah, but look at the small lineup on the floor here for the Blazers.
Holiday, Kamara, 3, knocks that down. Reg, this was the lineup in part, except for one other change that got them down the stretch across the finish line in Phoenix in the play-in game. Going small, Castle the cut. Holiday knocked it away. Sharp the other way for Portland. Shading the push. Holiday faking 3, sees Wemby, so he pulls the string. Rebound by Castle.
See the difference when you see that 7'4" guy in there, instead of going all the way to the cup, you pull up for that jumper.
Castle pulls 3. Harrison Barnes the rebound. Looking inside, the Zach got fouled.
With whatever guard is out there with Victor in those
14th overall pick in last year's draft. So 2 really good-looking rookies. And Dylan Harper, the 2nd overall pick. Bryant, the 14th overall pick. Goes Stephon Castle, the Rookie of the Year, number 4 pick in the 24 draft. And obviously Wembanyama taken at the top of the 23 draft. Young, talented, ahead of schedule to many, 62 wins, trailing only Oklahoma City in the West in the league this year. Sharp off on the 3. And you got a couple of rookies on the floor for San Antonio in their playoff debuts. Wembanyama, guarded by Holiday. Tries to take him in, got it knocked away. Here comes Grant. Shovel. 2 there, neither one had it, but it touched the Spurs last. T. Billups was arrested by the FBI, part of their federal gambling investigation. Shot by Sharp is good. At that time, they put Billups on leave by the NBA. The case with Billups is still ongoing. But Splitter, who had only been hired coming into this season to be with the Blazers, Wembanyama at the basket, throws it down again. Splitter, a guy who played center for the champion Blazers, Spurs back in 14, had to take over as the Blazers head coach on very short notice. This part of a very tumultuous season as Grant knocks down the 3. Guys like Grant missed a bunch of times. Reggie, 7 of their top 10 missed a dozen or more games this year. Drive by Harper to the basket.
That's why you applaud what Coach Splitter has done, keeping this team together where there were so many external noises, especially coming out from ability because he's guarding a wing shooter.
Scoot Henderson, who was the number 3 pick in the draft where Wembanyama was taken number 1 overall. He's got it back, late clock. Gotta go. Grant didn't get it off. Shot clock violation.
Everyone's afraid to go into the paint, and there's a reason why. So everything's being...
It is half of their attempts on the night. Champagne's pass, a poor one. Sharp back the other way for the Blazers. Shaden Sharp, Kamara, put 5 outside the line. Goes inside at Wembanyama. He's so tall and such a presence in there. We just...
Should I try him? Am I going to dish it out?
No. Yes.
And then down here, he's getting whatever he wants.
Fox a line drive, doesn't get the 3. Blazers have been good on the glass. This is a strength of Portland. They are 6th in rebounding in the league. Henderson pitch. Sharp thought about 3. Williams hit one earlier. 1 for 3 from 3. Kamara got pushed to the back in the foul call. And will be important to this Portland team this series and beyond as they build. Clock at 10. And Tamani Kamara. The Shaden Sharp. Free ball off. Klingon has no Wemby in there. Couldn't get the board. Champagnie. No numbers. Secondary. Triple. Michelle. Timeout coming. Timeout Portland. Behind you. Third foul on Bryant. Spurs over the limit. Avdia decorated the building with the shirts, and the Spurs uniforms have that same theme as well.
And that's a city, too, buying in to the theme. And it's just not the players out here performing. The fans have to do their part as well. This place continues to buzz. It's so loud in here, Mike.
9-point game. Fox pulls up. 4-2. I know you think he's going to be huge for this team if they're going to make a deep playoff run.
Well, again, he's the one guy. I know it's only 7 games. In terms, nice move there by Denny.
With no Wemby there, he went in differently, didn't he?
Well, they're not afraid to go in there without Wemby on the floor.
Barnett says, I'll take that. And get the 2 right back. Veteran of the playoffs, his 6th straight year in the postseason. The last 5 with the Celtics.
This is why De'Aaron Fox is so important. You just saw the bucket, but how about the assist? Getting the ball up quick.
Avdia waited for Fox, locked him down. Klingon and Cornette battling. Champagny the other way. Here comes Fox in full flight. Puts on the brakes. Backs down 3.
On tone.
Scored or assisted on the last 7. Grant waiting for Klingon. 3 on 2. Harper. Avdia was there. Good defense. Still time. Champagny. Got it back with 8. Turn it. No basket on the foul. On the floor. A foul is called.
Fox pushing the ball up.
Castle back off the bench. Going in for 2. To Cornette. 7 in a row for the Spurs. Drew Holiday coming off the bench. They need a little stabilizing right now. Holiday gets him a basket.
Every time they need a stop or a bucket, they go to the KG veteran, Drew Holiday here. That's a tough left-hand finish.
First field goal for Holiday. Got 4 assists. Cornette the screen. Dylan Harper on the dive to the basket.
31. You go from 31 to 106. That's amazing.
They weren't all like that, drawing the charge and taking it in the chest on contact. He drew a lot of them on guys who were trying to screen. Very crafty, very smart player. Nice pass to Sharp inside. Couldn't finish, but Williams.
Oh, great defense here by Castle.
Right in Avdia's face.
Too strong down there, big fella.
Fans were unhappy with the call. Mitch Johnson looked over to his back bench, and they said, don't challenge. On Tuesday night in January.
During the regular season, especially early on in my career, I jawed a lot, talked a lot of noise, argued with officials. Come playoff time, you got to find ways to conserve energy. That has to go out the way. You can't worry about the officials and bad calls.
Cornette. Nope. Avdia the other way. Puts on the brakes. Holiday lobbed to the basket and finished by Robert Williams. He's had a nice stretch, and the Spurs have to call timeout. See if they get Wemby back in the game here. As the lead is big as